Hey, how we doing, folks? We're back at it once again. K Solo the Rider. Riding with K Solo the podcast with Logic. Hey, folks, I got another short one for you. Looking back through the archives, and I ran across this one video, one interview that I did with a rider who definitely is an inspiration, who is definitely making her mark as a long distance rider. Her achievements are stacking up because she's doing outstanding things. And even though she's still serving, well, she may be retired now as an active duty service member, she still finds time to fly back to the States and participate in long distance motorcycle endurance challenge, i.e. the Hawgin motorcycle challenge, which she did outstanding, adapting, overcoming, and definitely being an inspiration to a lot of people. But what I was doing, just going back, kind of cleaning up some of the stuff in the archives, making room for new material. And I stopped and I looked at the video and I said, wow, man, people still need to hear this, because her words still resonate in the motorcycle community. And where we're trying to go with this platform as being an inspirational platform, a motivational platform, an informative platform, an educational platform, I said, hey, man, we need to get this back on the air. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it up into snippets, and I'm just going to give it to you just a little bit of drip at a time. That way you can stay tuned. You don't have to try to get it all in one sitting. You can okay, I'm going to catch this little bit. Okay, I'm going to catch this little bit. And that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start breaking them down and giving to you in little bits and segments, so that you don't have to spend 45 minutes sitting down watching a full episode. You can just grab that little bit. But hey, folks, back to this video and back to this rider. Her name is PopOff B. Hawgin, and she's been around for a minute, out of LA, California. For those that don't know PopOff, some of you know PopOff, and if you know PopOff, you know PopOff. But we were on, I think it was 85, and we were heading down south to Florida. We weren't riding together. She was ahead of me, I was behind her. But somehow or another, we ended up crossing paths on the highway and stopping at a gas station. And we had been trying to link up with each other. I've been like, hey, PopOff, I want to interview you. And that was back when I was just doing quick little highway side, truck stop interviews, mom and pop's interviews. And I said, hey, I want to interview you. And she said, Solo, man, you're such an inspiration. I would love to. And so we sat down for about maybe 30 minutes, just chopping it up, having a good old time, talking about riding, talking about our passion for riding. And so what I want to do now is I'm gonna give you a clip from that. But introducing PopOff, she is a second generation rider who inherited her passion for motorcycles from her father and her mother, both of whom rode on the California bike scene. She's a former motorcycle club VP and an active supporter member, with several solo cross-country rides to her credit. Now, PopOff, she gets it in. An educator, a mentor, an inspiration to many, both male and female riders. It's been a long time coming, our first face-to-face meeting, and man, I'm telling you, it was a good one. So folks, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and run this little clip of PopOff, and I sit down, chopping it up, just having a good old time. And I think we were more ecstatic just about catching each other on the road, like out of the blue. We were more ecstatic about that. And we ended up just talking, having a good old time. But hey, I'm just running my mouth. You know how I do. All right, let me run this video. What has gotten you into that, and what are you looking for by participating in it and doing it?
So my first cross country back in 2015, I randomly took off and diverted and went to the Grand Canyon.
Okay.
You know, and I started like doing stuff like that, like hitting national parks, monuments, and stuff like that. So I've always loved doing it. Getting more into the history, one of the biggest things when I came back in the country last year, a couple of friends and I, Shiro and Journey, we wanted to go ride somewhere, and I Googled some stuff, and we ended up at Pocahontas Island in Virginia.
Right.
Not realizing how deep the history is.
Hey, folks, listen, let me tell you. For those that have not been to Pocahontas Island in Virginia, you need to go. Virginia offers a lot of history as far as early American history, and I'm a history buff, and that's why I can't wait to get Dennis Joyner on here, because we want to just dedicate, you know, a lot of time so he can share his journey with you. But if you've never been to Pocahontas Island, Virginia, there's a lot of history there. You need to get over there. There's still individual families that live there on that island, man. And let me tell you, it's a lot of history. That's all I can say, because I was amazed. But I'm going to go ahead and get this thing back rolling again. And that way you can definitely see how PopOff get there.
Right.
So I wanted to get more into the history of things that are lesser seen or lesser heard of.
Right.
So I continue to do it. And then getting a hold of y'all ride the map. Every time I'm somewhere, I'm looking at like, am I going to go this way? Yes, let's go. You know, so it's different because some of those, like, especially when I went up north, the Tri-State Monument.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that existed.
And how many times have you passed some of the things that you've seen, now that you're stopping a little bit more and taking the time to go and see them? You passed a lot of things that you be like, wow, right?
Like, wow.
Yeah.
I remember that's all you used to see. So like people be like, oh, I'm going cross country. You know where they started, and you see them when they got to California.
Right. Yep.
There'd be no pictures or no memories or nothing in between. And I always tell people, they'd be like, so what's the biggest thing about going cross country? Take your time, enjoy the ride, make stops. Like, I detour.
Would you like to share with the viewers to inspire them up and coming that's trying to look at, you know, getting into doing long distance riding, or maybe getting out and doing what you're doing?
Enjoy the ride, honestly. If this is something you love, something that you can enjoy, I tell
folks, I tell you all the time, get out and enjoy the ride. Get out and enjoy the ride. Tell me, what else is there about it? What else is there about it? If you're not enjoying the ride, then literally your motorcycle is no more than a mode of transportation. Just say I'm going to commute to work. That's it. There I go again, jabbering. Let me get PopOff back up here.
People all the time, like, the view from a motorcycle is completely different than when you're sitting in a vehicle going across the highway.
That's right. And folks, listen, I'm going to have more snippets from PopOff's interview that I'll be bringing to you, because she said a lot of inspirational words that I want you, my audience, to hear. We want to bring on the most inspirational riders. Might it be unsung, might it be people who are now becoming influencers in the community, on the set, both on and off the set. We want to highlight couples who's riding. We want to find destinations to go to that we can sit there and say, well, okay, we've been there, or it's been recommended to us to share this with you. If you know of a location that could be shared with other riders, say, hey, look, go up to the Black Hills, or go camping over here, because there's a lot of clubs that want to go camping now. And that's what I want to do, folks, on this channel, on this podcast, to this audience as an influencer. I don't even know if I'm an influencer yet, but I'm going to take it as an influencer, because, you know, a lot of people say, hey, man, Solo, I thank you for inspiring me. You know, even your solo moments are inspiring. Your riding inspire us, man. And, you know, just trying to keep things positive inspire us. So that's where I'm going to go with it. That's what we want to do. I'm going to have more clips from PopOff here shortly. I'll probably be dropping one, maybe one or two a day. I've broken the video down. If you want to go look back at the archives and take a look at the whole thing all in one shot. But, you know, I think breaking it down into segments, pieces, snippets feeds you just enough so that you can give it time to absorb, so it can resonate with you. And that's what I'm going to do. So listen, I'm going to try to keep these little snippets short, under 10 minutes. I'm a little bit over right now. But hey, folks, I want to thank all of you for supporting the channel. Riding with, are you kidding me? Riding with K Solo podcast with Logic. And definitely keep tuning in. We do have merchandise. We still got a few more shirts. We got a couple of hoodies left. That first batch sold out real quick. I want to thank everybody for that. And we're coming out with a solo moment merchandise as well. Some of my best solo moments. You'll be able to sit there and wear that moment on a shirt and sit there and say, do you understand where I'm at? Do you understand where I'm coming from? Right now, I'm having a solo moment, and this is how I feel. So I'm going to put that on a shirt so that people can sit there and know, hey, what is a solo moment? You're having a solo moment, aren't you? All right, folks. Hey, this K Solo. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. All y'all have a good one.